Hi everyone, this is Kurt with Axtreme-Guitar, and for this video I'm going to be going over the G pattern of the pentatonic scale. This particular lesson will be focusing on the key of C major and A minor. The G pattern is not to be confused with the key of G. That's just the name of the specific pattern that I'm working with. And we'll go in each of the patterns so that you understand that a little better. So first off, if you're going to be playing along with me, we're going to be in standard tuning, which is E, A, D, G, B, E. So if you have a tuner, then you tune to this. This is my open E. I wanted to demonstrate various techniques, but if you're really new to this, then it's really just going to be getting used to going up and down the scale, and eventually you can start to use improvisation and play around with going in different places within the scale, and that's how you begin to create something that sounds like a musical story. Now, for a quick run through on the positions of the pentatonic scale, in the key of C, you're going to have the C pattern at the top of the fretboard, and then you'll be using the A pattern, and then we get to the G pattern, and from there we're going on the E pattern, and last is the D pattern, and as you'll notice, they all seem to overlap each other, and that's the whole point of it. They're like puzzle pieces to make the full diagram. I only go up to the 12th fret because everything from up here repeats exactly the same. So we're just going to focus on the G pattern. Now, without getting too in depth with all the theory behind this, because it can get very overwhelming, in the key of C, you have the notes C, D, E, F, G, A, B, and then you start back over again at C. Every major key has a relative minor. For C major, A minor is the relative minor. And what is a relative minor? That means that A minor shares all of the same notes of C. It's a lot to take in right now. This is just something to scratch the surface. So as I said before, we're not going to focus too much on the dirty details, because that will be a bit more than what we're looking for in this particular lesson. But I can show you an example playing in the key of C, and then also show you an example of playing in the key of A minor. Now, if you wanted to move this G pattern to another key, here is one trick that you can use. So you don't need to know all the notes across the fretboard. It is helpful to be aware of them, but if you say, for instance, only know the notes on the E string on the top here, and you wanted to go to the key of A sharp major, then what you're going to do is move this G pattern so that your pinky is on the A sharp, which is the 6th fret on the E string, and your pointer finger is going to be on the 3rd fret, which is a G. Now in the G pattern, that means that A major starts here on the 6th fret, and the relative minor is G minor for this instance. And so we would start on the 3rd fret and work up the scale that way. So one way to test this information out is, let's say we were to find a jam track in the key of B minor. Well, you want to make sure that you move the G pattern where the B is on the E string, but your pointer finger needs to be 7th fret B. Why don't we try that out? clearly it will work pretty much anywhere that you're moving the G pattern as long as you have the fingering correctly. So if you're new to the G pattern itself, it's a good spot to start. It's arguably the favorite pattern to work with in the pentatonic by most guitarists. It's a pretty easy pattern to remember. Move it around in different places. Just remember that pinky is major, pointer is minor when using this G pattern. You can use it anywhere. Just remember what the notes are that you're going to be using on the E string, and that'll take care of everything else. So I hope that was a helpful video to get you at least started. Keep an eye on the description where I will put some useful information to help out along with what we went over in this video. If you like the video, give me a thumbs up and subscribe to see more videos like this.